Hi, Father Paul Andrew here. I thought it might be helpful if I walked through what people can expect when the church opens for worship this coming Sunday at 10 o'clock. The doors will be wide open, both doors, so there is no need for crowding in the doorway because it is most important that we keep social distancing. I'm going to now change the camera around rather than the selfie viewpoint so you can see what we've got to see in church. As you come in, you'll see that we have two doors, as always. The out to your right and the in to the left. But first and most importantly is the table with the hand sanitizer on it. Here you'll be greeted by the stewards who will make sure you sanitize your hands. They'll also have a list of names which I've compiled of people who might possibly be attending. If your name is on the list, they'll just tick you off. If your name isn't on the list, then you will need to fill in a contact and trace card. Obviously, it's important we know the addresses and the names of everybody who's been here. We make our way through the in door, and a reminder this is entrance only and that there are no toilets available at this time. As you come into church, there's a table with the missalette, which you'll need for Mass. There'll also be the bulletin here and copies of the homily and the bidding prayers. All of these are to be picked up but not to be returned, either to be thrown in the waste bin on the way out, or hopefully you'll want to take them home. And then follow the route map. There is one-way system. You can see the arrows on the floor pointing us around and down the middle aisle. Remembering to keep our social distance, the middle aisle is the aisle only to be used to go towards the front. And either side we have our benches. They've been put together, as you can see, so that there are only half the number we would normally have. All the seats are marked, an area where you can sit, an area where you mustn't sit, and then at the other end there's another space. These spaces are big enough for two people, so if it's a couple who live in the same household, then obviously they can sit together, or a family can take up a whole bench, but otherwise only one person is to sit there at a time. When it comes to communion, we will keep our distance as we make our way towards the front, and there will be two communion stations. Those who are sitting on the left will make their way to the left, and there will be a minister standing in the Lady Chapel behind that communion rail. We need to extend our hands fully and receive communion on the hand. And I shall be standing behind the prieur on this side. Again, these barriers are there at the instructions of the Bishop's Council to keep us all separate and make sure that we maintain a safe distance. After receiving communion, I'm going to ask that everyone, as they make their way back to the seat, pick up one of the anti-bac cloths and take that with them. Of course, you make your way back using the one-way system down the side aisles, as the arrows show us, and then back into our seats. After the concluding prayer and the blessing, please use the anti-bac cloth that you've just picked up to clean your little area of the church, to clean the seat you've been sitting on, the rail in front. Helpfully, people will disinfect the main aisles. We can do that together, but if everybody does their own station, that makes things so much helpful. And then when it's time to leave church, of course, don't go down the centre aisle. That's not part of the one-way system. Go down the side aisle and out of the out door, following the track. Of course, don't leave behind your bulletin or missalette. Use the out door, and then keeping safe distance, social distance, out the main doors. In the car park, please also keep the 2-metre social distance. People are asked to go straight home. There is no facility for refreshments or for social gathering. The hall is not open, I'm afraid, and so we are all asked to go straight home. Hope you find this helpful and look forward to seeing people Sunday morning, 10 o'clock.